Hey, welcome into the STAHLS TV studio for this episode. I have my just under $5,000 of Hotronix equipment within my reach. Hotronix 360 IQ hat heat press. We're going to use that a little bit later. And then the trusty Hotronix auto open clam in a 16 by 20 size. We're about to create a design that is out of this world. Why? Because we've been inspired by the Foamposite Galaxy that originally came out in 2012. You can get it for the inexpensive price in my size 11 of $5,000 on StockX, but just re-released in February of 2025. Make it a little bit more affordable and a little more popular, so you may have seen this sneaker out there. But I love the Foamposite silhouette. I own a couple of Foamposite styles myself, not this exact style, but love this design and was inspired by it to create something that was a little more space themed. We've chosen this heavyweight Lane 7 t-shirt to be able to create on. So let's get started by loading that onto our Hotronix auto open clam heat press. And so when I am loading this heat press, I like to split my garment open to be able to thread it on the machine. That's going to give me a nice straight lined up heat press area. So loading it onto the machine, making sure I pull the garment down to the shoulders, and then I will retract it just so the collar falls right off the edge. That, along with feeling for the sides of the shirt, ensures my garment is loaded straight. Always recommend a preheat when you're creating with any type of heat transfer. And the first product that we're going to apply is called CAD-Printz Chroma-TWILL. Position it onto the front of my garment, and then we will lock the press down for the recommended time, temperature, and pressure. Now, what I love about CAD-Printz Chroma-TWILL for this application is you get a little bit of gloss, shine, and a twill texture to match the glossiness of the Foamposite Galaxy. Also, it's very easy to position, apply, and you can have digital full color imagery. So I can take any pattern, including a pattern inspired by that Galaxy print. I can apply it inside of the print. We've created the artwork with an outline. This comes to you ready to just position and apply. So CAD-Printz Chroma-TWILL is going to be the start of this application. Many different applications out there for this product. Let's go ahead and spin my garment and get to the back placement area. We're going to use 3 different heat transfer treatments on this garment today. And so, again, making sure we're loaded straight, and we'll just pull the collar off of the edge so we don't damage the shirt or have any fallout and pressure. We will preheat once again. And for the next application, we are going to apply a cool graphic from Heat Transfer Film in this astronaut design in our Reflective II, and we've chosen a tone-on-tone effect with the color rainbow black, which plays nice into this particular design. It gives you that retro reflectivity where it returns light back to the source. Grab the corner of the design and peel it away, revealing really cool rainbow black effect that changes and shines depending on the angle of the viewer. When it hits with a headlight or a flash on a camera, it returns light back to the source, creating something really cool. Now, we'll stay right here, and across the front of the design, we're not done just yet because we have a really cool product called FlexStyle. Now, this is a metallic domed FlexStyle, so it's kind of like liquid embroidery or a patch style that you can order that's ready to just heat apply. And we've created a little astronaut image icon that we're actually going to have floating above our space design to add some extra visual interest. And so I'm going to lay this out before I get it over to the machine and use a product called thermotape to be able to tape that in place. Because when we load it onto the machine, we don't want it moving from the position that we've laid out. So let's put a nice big X pattern here, create a little area where I can grab the tape after it's applied to make it easier. And let's go ahead and move this over to our 360 IQ press for application. Now this heat press heats from top and bottom. So I have the top heat set at 280 degrees and this bottom heat set at 320. And so most of the heat is actually coming through the bottom. I'm going to work to get to a single layer of fabric on my t-shirt. You can see how that tape's helping me to keep everything into position. I'm going to make sure that I'm receiving pressure across my whole design, all the edges, and then I'll cover it with our special 1/8" foam cover pad. I've programmed it for 30 seconds, and then I will lock the machine down. So it will apply for 30 seconds, and this machine will automatically open when it's complete. And then we're quickly going to flatten out the FlexStyle Metallic patch to make sure it's not going to stay in the curved position, that it will lay flat onto the garment as the finished result. Remove our pad, grab our shirt, remove it back to the flat surface, apply just a little bit of hand pressure while it's still warm to flatten it out, and then we'll let that cool down just a little bit, and then we'll be able to release the tape here. So let's go ahead and do that. And we have something that's dimensional and that will be highly durable in wash and dry cycles. All right, let's explore our final results. So first material that we applied down was called CAD-Printz Chroma-TWILL. CAD-Printz Chroma-TWILL can be ordered in a transfer, fully digital graphics, and heat applied to your garment. Now this is a print and cut material. What that means is you just want to be careful that you don't have too thin of lines in your artwork because during the production of this we are actually printing, cutting, and then weeding away the excess. So too fine a detail will cause a challenge. But what's really cool about the CAD-Printz Chroma-TWILL is you can buy printable Chroma-TWILL. So if you happen to have a large format solvent or eco-solvent printer in your business like a Roland or a Mamaki, you can actually buy this by the roll and print it yourself. If you're ordering it from STAHLS, there's a $25 minimum order. So you want to make sure that you're doing, let's say, a dozen shirts to make it cost effective on this size of design. Now we've complemented that CAD-Printz Chroma-TWILL design with our FlexStyle Metallic in the domed effect. And so FlexStyle comes in base colors, metallic colors, even clear colors, in a few different styles from dome to beveled to flat to texture. So lots of creativity, lots of choices in this type of effect. Now, we chose the domed, of course, because that treatment works well with the rounded corners that we wanted on the astronaut, and we wanted the metallic so it had a little bit of shininess to mirror what we're seeing in our inspiration, this Galaxy Foamposite. And so I think the front of the design alone, the front of the shirt alone can be a completed design, but when you're branding apparel, it's always great to add additional applications, and we wanted to make sure that we can pick up this Reflective II rainbow black in the application. And so this Reflective II product, again, you can buy it ready to just heat apply. There's a minimum order quantity of 5 pieces. Or you can buy this by a roll to process on a vinyl cutter. So if you don't have a vinyl cutter, we do sell those at STAHLS as well. And so we can help you be able to process a lot of special effect heat transfer films in quantities as little as 1 just by stocking a roll of this. It's going to open up a ton of creative possibilities. But look back at our inspiration, look at our completed garment, and we have something that's really cool that's going to stand out. And so while you may not create this exact piece to match this sneaker, the goal here is to inspire you. So think about these material treatments, these finishes, these embellishments that we've created, how they can be recreated with your creative vision and then be applied to products for your customers. Thanks for watching this episode. Make sure you click the links in the description, like and subscribe to see more episodes just like this.